30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates seen a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got.
It's girly power. It's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Todd Gurley, fresh off a standout performance a week ago, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's...
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers.
Come on now, let's go! Here we go, set, 60 out ball. You tighten up? Let's go, you tighten up? Hot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to look deep for more. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From a yard out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
That's it, baby.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is scooped up by the Lions. It's a foot race. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right?
And a loose ball. And he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. In for the score. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? They'll drop the throw. Oh, the man has got it. It's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Let's go.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down. McClellan. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. 21-0 our score after 1.
Push him back. Push him back.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the dump-off, and it's third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yards.
Okay.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got it first and goal at the 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, Gurley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. We're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And he's got his target. That's more. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go play action here on first down. There goes a deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. And this one's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play. The officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 1st down, Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Back to throw. Herbert. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Complete to Washington. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Check, check. Lucky.
Snap. Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Todd Gurley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 8 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. On first down, McClellan. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. McClellan. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 50. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off play action. Herbert, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And Detroit getting set to go now. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. On fourth down, Herbert. And this is caught. He hits more. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
Ready.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Herbert. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Lions on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Looking to throw. Herbert is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not. Well, the pressure gets to him again.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who have been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Herbert. Washington's got it. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Looking to throw. Herbert got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards. So tough to cover a big tight end like that.
It changes the chalk, as one of my coaches like to say, meaning the normal things don't apply. All right, used to say, okay, there's a tight end going out. We're either going to put a big line.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So this one's